Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I'm 41, and I'm really not planning to work until 60-some years old to retire. And so I have retirement, and I have investments that aren't retirement. And so I'm investing heavy right now, and I feel like it's so overinflated at the moment. And being that I'm not completely out, I have significant money in right now, would it be wise to just collect 5% in the money market and wait for a correction? I know you're more of a slow and steady, just keep putting it in every week, but it just seems a little crazy right now.
Yeah. Well, generally speaking, the reason it seems a little crazy is it's the first time you have stood on top of that mountain. If you'd stood on top of that mountain several different times, it wouldn't feel as crazy. And so it's an emotion that says, I've never been here before. And human nature, I think there's something about, there's a black side of human nature, a dark side of human nature that says, oh, it can't stay good. Nothing can stay good. It's like if everything's good, I have to look over my shoulder. Something must be wrong. And that's human nature, but that's an emotion, Steve. There's no data that says we're due for a correction. If you had called me 5 years ago and I said, oh, yeah, we're getting ready to have a correction, you would have missed out on a 90% rate of return. In the last 5 years in the S&P 500, your money has doubled in the last 5 years. And so why do we not think it's going to do that in the next 5? Well, I mean, it goes up, it goes down. In 22, the market was down overall. In 23, it was up 27%. It's up 18% already this year. But that doesn't mean that it has to correct, because there's actual income and assets backing the companies that create the stock price. You don't price Home Depot stock based on a wish, a dream, and a prayer. Home Depot actually makes money, and they own stuff. You don't price Apple stock based on a wish and a prayer. They actually make stuff and make a profit, and you can use those numbers to determine the value of the company and therefore the value of the stock. And that's where this is coming from. It's coming from the prosperity of these companies, George.
And what's amazing, Steve, if you actually look at the data, if you go look at right now the S&P 500 returns, the last major dip was COVID. And guess what? March 2020 was the dip. It came back in July, back to record highs. And so you got to just, the old saying, it's true. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. And the best investors out there are the average ones who just let it ride.
Yeah, so please don't try to time the market is the moral of this story, and that's what you were asking about. So, and I guess it's one of the reasons I tell folks to be in with a SmartVestor Pro, because all the data tells us that someone who has a good broker in their corner, not somebody who's a shyster, but somebody who's calm and data-based, and they'll talk you off the ledge, talk Steve off the ledge. They tend to keep you in the market. They tend to say, don't get out, don't get out, don't get out. They don't call you up and go, I'll be scared. No, don't get out, don't get out, don't get out. Set it and forget it, set it and forget it. Time in the market's more than timing of the market. Well, that's a great phrase. I love that phrase. So all the data says, for that reason, if no other reason, a good broker in your corner, a good SmartVestor Pro in your corner, makes you money, because they keep you from the as Churchill talked about his depression, he called it the black dog, right? The black dog inside of every one of us is telling you, get out of the market, it's going to crash. Get out of the market, it's going to correct. And there's nothing that indicates that.
Well, what causes a lot of that is the inputs you have in your life. And I'm guessing, Steve's watching some headlines and it's going, we've hit record highs, but what's around the corner? What's going to happen with this election this year? And what about the Fed and the interest rates? It's all got to come crashing down eventually.
There's clickbait every day since the internet was invented. Every day there's clickbait that says, economists predicting the end of the world. Quickly read my article.
Those guys are my favorite, because whenever they're wrong, they go, oh, we missed a calculation. We're off by a few years. We'll be back. I go, okay, so I guess it wasn't the end of the world. Yeah. And we're all still here.
So, Steve, please, I got to tell you, what's George doing? George is going to stay. He's not looking for a correction. What's Dave doing? We're going to continue to invest. We're not looking for a correction. If someone handed me $1 million today, I would, an extra $1 million, that'd be cool. I'll take it. I would put it in the stock market, in good mutual funds, or I'd buy a piece of real estate with it because I'm bullish on both. I think that America, the best is yet to come, baby. The best is yet to come. We're not done. It didn't peak out. We missed the top. No, you didn't miss the top. Because if you go back and look 30 years since I've been doing this, I mean, 2008, the Dow went to 6,800. It's almost 40,000. Wow. You know, I mean, golly, what would your money be worth? Oh, please don't time the market, folks.
I had people in my own family, they took out money when they got spooked because someone told them, hey, now's the time, take the money out, there's about to be a correction. And then the money sat in a settlement account making 0%, and then the market came back, as it always does.
Like a roaring.
And they lost out on all of that growth. Yeah. And it's heartbreaking to see. And we get calls like that where they say, Dave, I haven't invested or I pulled my money out. Now what do I do? I'm broke because I didn't stay on the roller coaster.
Yeah. And that was the last time we saw a major correction in the market was 2008. And the Dow took a dive. It took a dive off a cliff down to from I think it was about 14, and it went down to 68. It went back basically in half. Your value, what you had in your mutual fund, if you had $1 million, it turned into $500,000. And that scared the crap out of people. And you know what I did? I scraped every dollar I could and I bought more.
It's on sale, half off.
That's right. You're at Kmart and the blue light's on. Any of you old people know what that means, right?
Blue light special.
You don't even know what Kmart is, much less what the blue light is. But when I was a little kid, a little redneck kid, we would go to Kmart and they had these little roller things, little square cabinet with a pole and a blue light on top, and they would roll it over next to an item and put that item on a flash sale and turn the blue light on.
That's pretty impressive technology for that time.
Blue light technology. Had a little extension cord, followed it around. So you thought the police had set up shop right there in that corner of the Kmart, but all the redneck women run over there and got their deals. I'm telling you. So
the Stanley
blue
light's
lights on. It's a special. It's a deal. It's a special. It's a bargain. That's what that means. And so
if it's doing well, be thankful. And if it's not doing well, it's on sale.
Be super thankful. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.